You told yourself 5 more minutes at 2 a.m. Then it was 3. Then it was 4. You knew you had work in 5 hours. You scrolled anyway. That's not a willpower problem. That's the same lever a starving pigeon couldn't stop pressing, even after the food stopped coming. This isn't phones are designed to be addictive. You've heard that 1,000 times, and it's not wrong. It's just not the reason. The real reason is older than phones, older than apps, older than screens. It's a switch in your brain that was built for something else entirely, and somebody flipped it on by accident, in a lab, in 1957, using a box and a pigeon. B.F. Skinner put a pigeon in a box with one lever. Peck it. Sometimes food drops, sometimes nothing. He didn't rig it to reward every peck. He rigged it to reward randomly. No pattern. No way to predict which peck would pay off. The pigeon should have gotten bored. Instead, it did the opposite. A pigeon rewarded every single time will peck a normal amount, then stop when it's full. Predictable, easy to satisfy. But a pigeon rewarded randomly won't stop. It pecks faster, it pecks longer. And when Skinner finally turned the food off completely, the guaranteed reward pigeon quit almost immediately. The randomly rewarded one kept pecking for hours, thousands of times, for nothing. You don't have a lever. You have a thumb and a screen that refreshes. Every pull is a peck. Sometimes it's nothing, a boring post, an ad, a video you skip in 2 seconds. But sometimes it's the one that actually gets you. The video, the message, the post that hits. You never know which pull that's going to be. That's the whole trick. Here's the part that makes it worse. Your brain doesn't release its reward chemical, dopamine, when good things happen. It releases dopamine when good things happen, and you didn't know they were coming. Neuroscientists tracking dopamine activity found it barely fires for a reward you were already sure about. It fires hardest for a reward you weren't sure about at all. A guaranteed yes barely registers. A maybe registers like a jackpot. Maybe you're thinking, sure, but a pigeon in a box isn't a person with a job and a family and better judgment than that. Fair. Except this same pattern shows up in slot machines, in loot boxes, in maybe they texted back. Anywhere a reward is real but unpredictable, humans do exactly what the pigeon did. Not because we're weak, because it's the same circuit. Once you know this, you can't unsee it. The little red notification dot, no number, just a dot, so you don't know what's waiting until you check. The pull to refresh gesture, copied, almost exactly, from a slot machine handle. The autoplay countdown that starts before you've even decided to watch the next one. None of this is an accident. It's the pigeon's lever, rebuilt for your pocket. Here's the part that makes this feel less like a design flaw, and more like your actual biology. This circuit didn't evolve for apps. It evolved for foraging. An ancestor checking the same bush every day for berries wasn't guaranteed food. Some days there'd be nothing. Some days it'd be full. The uncertainty is exactly what kept them checking, kept them motivated to search instead of giving up. That drive to check just in case this time once kept people alive. You inherited the exact same circuit. You just traded the bush for a feed. And this is why just use more willpower doesn't work, and never did. Willpower is you, consciously, fighting a system that was built 2 million years before you were born, and that doesn't ask your permission before it fires. You're not weak for losing that fight most days. You're normal. The pigeon lost it too, and it was starving. The one thing that reliably beats a variable reward isn't more discipline. It's removing the uncertainty itself. Turn the notification dot into a number, or off entirely. A known quantity doesn't pull the same way a mystery does. Delete the app instead of trying to use it less. A locked door works when willpower doesn't, because it removes the decision, not just discourages it. It's not about wanting to stop less. It's about giving your dopamine system nothing left to guess about. You didn't choose to check your phone 40 times today. Something older than you did. The pigeon in the box wasn't broken. It was working exactly as its brain was built to work. So are you. And an uncertain reward isn't the only ancient wiring quietly running your day. Wait until you see what your brain does with something you lose, and why losing it hurts almost twice as much as winning the exact same thing ever felt good.